On the first week of Lent, as we're coming close to the mystery of Easter, we remembered how the baby was born, how his parents took care of him. Then we remembered how Jesus grew up, and when he was a boy, he went to the temple with his parents. And when his parents left, he stayed. There he was, talking with the teachers. "Didn't you know I would be in my Father's house?" he asked. No, they did not understand this, but they did not forget, and later they would understand. And when Jesus became a man, he went to the Jordan River and was baptized. His cousin John baptized him, bringing him down into the water and lifting him up into the light. And people say they saw something like a dove come from the heavens and something like a voice saying, "This is my son, my beloved. Listen to him." Then Jesus went across the river into the desert to learn more about who he really was and what his work would be. His work was to come close to people, especially the people that nobody else would come close to. When he came close to them, they changed. They became well. His work was also to tell parables, and finally, he knew that he had to become a parable. So he turned toward Jerusalem for the last time. Jesus entered Jerusalem on a Sunday. Crowds came, singing and dancing, and throwing palm branches down before him, putting their cloaks on the road so that he could ride his donkey over the cloaks. They thought he was coming to be a king, but they weren't paying attention. He didn't come with an army. He didn't come with any weapons. He was not riding a great white horse. He was riding a donkey, and it wasn't even his donkey. Still, people shouted and sang and waved palm branches, which are a sign for kings. On Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, he taught in the temple. People would come to hear him. "Look," he said one day, "look at that man bringing his offering to give at the temple. It's a bag so big that he has to have people carry it, and it makes so much noise as he pours it into the offering box." And then, "Look," he said, "here comes an old woman. She's putting a single coin in the box." "I wonder," Jesus said, "I wonder who really gave more." The temple guards said, "On Thursday, we will take him." But on Thursday, they could not find him. On Thursday, Jesus went with the 12 through the narrow, dark streets of the city. went through the streets of the city until they came to a house where they could go into an upper room and have the Passover meal together. And there, Jesus did something strange. He took the bread and gave it to them and said, "Whenever you share bread like this, I will be with you." But he was with them. He took the cup and said, "Whenever you share the cup like this, I will be there." But he was there. What was he talking about? He was always saying things like this. They did not understand, but they did not forget. And later, they would understand. That night was a confusing one. After the supper, they went out to the garden, and then the temple guards came and arrested Jesus and took him away. And we will hear the rest of the story next week. Now, I wonder if there's anything you can bring to help us tell part of the story, whether that's this part when he entered the city, or when he shared the meal with his friends, or any of the other parts of the story that seem important to you today. I wonder if you have ever been to a parade, or if you've ever been close to a king. I wonder how you would know if somebody was a real king. See you next week for the rest of the story.